Hello, YouTube. I'm over here now. We're not going into Heavensward. My goal tonight is to get to Heavensward tonight. Finish 2.55, and then it'll be raid night on Saturday, raid night on Sunday, and I don't think we're going to clear it in one raid night. We may have to just hope there are enough people around on Monday to be able to maybe continue running raids. We are not finishing 2.55 tonight? Oh, what are we doing then? I thought, okay. Hello? Where did we leave me? Oh, yes. I had assumed power. Okay. No, Panda, you... Oh, look at that. Panda, come to my desk. You have to, it's raid night. You're contractually obligated to be here. We're going up to the last quest of 2.55. Edge it super hard, Wolf. If there's anything I'm good at. Okay. That sounds good. I can do that. Alright, cool. Menphilia, you're welcome to have my chair back. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have a plan in motion. That is to get up to the beginning of Heavensward. Don't actually do it. And then we're going to do all the side content prior to Heavensward all at once. This is going to keep the YouTube playlist cleaner so that once we start Heavensward, we're really just starting Heavensward. We don't have anything else to do. I have to argue with your wife then? I'm not going to do that. Because I would win and embarrass her. All right. Oh, look, there's Silver. Silver, I've been watching a 100% playthrough of... I want you to know. I have been... Hold on. Allow me to sit. May I join you? Thanks. All right. I have been watching a 100% playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2. I want you to know, the entire time, I'm just thinking, wow, Silver could have been Auditory in a last lifetime, you know? I keep thinking it's you. In my head, that it's just you in a cosplay. In my little headcanon is that you're Auditory, Mr. Ezio. Def could have been. I'm just saying. If it turns out you're an assassin, I won't be surprised at all. Hello, good to see you, Plant. Okay, look at him. Look at my boy. I love him. He's the best thing. Honestly, oh look, he's camera shy. Oh, precious baby. I love him. He just loves his rock. He just wants his rock. Head empty, rock. Don't drop it now. Look at him jump it. No, he dropped it. See, that's what you do when you try to parkour with a rock in your hand. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Kat, you played that for me a bit, but now I'm watching a full 100% playthrough. Okay, you made a... Oh, good. You made a command for the... Not the tank clip. That's fantastic. I'm glad you have that. I'm glad we have that now. We can enjoy that together as a group. Oh, it's so good. Okay. We still have to go back to that fight. I'm excited about it. I've been led to believe that we have some wiggly strats coming in that are going to make it even easier now. We're just giving her a chance. Honestly, we just want Nail to feel like she has an opportunity. This is her moment to shine, so we're giving her that chance. I think it's like when you give your little brother a controller, you don't plug that shit in, but you give him a controller. That's what we're doing to Nail. Yeah. All right, we are doing MSQ. I don't know why I walked away. I needed to talk to Menphilia. There we go. I suspect we'll be done on Saturday. I don't think Nail's surviving Saturday. I really don't. I'm hoping we have enough people because we had like exactly 8 this last week. So with you gone, I'm hoping we're not stuck with 7 because I ain't running a rando. That's not happening. Without MSQ to run, I've got to figure out what we're doing on the next few days of stream that are not going to be MSQ possible. I'm not doing a relic. Unless the shit's literally handed to me, I'm not doing the relic. It'd have to be delivered to me by a very cute guy in assless chaps on a silver platter. He's on the silver platter. And in his hand are the components to the relic. It would have to be exactly that. Anything less than that, I'm not taking it. You just have to eat Murgo in there. We do. Oh, ugh. Oh God, that's horrible. Jesus. I brushed my teeth just to refresh. Holy shit. Ugh. I put like some tropical bullshit Mio in this water and it just tastes like ass. Oh. That is so bad. Jesus. What do I even drink? Is everything gonna taste this bad? What is this hell? My God. I'm good. Oh. That's fucking vile what I just tasted. I went back for a second sip just to be sure. Surely that was a mistake. Yes, it was. Oh my God. I have to get something else to drink. Not passion fruit juice? No, I finished it. It was so good. Okay, hold on. I have to go get something that's drinkable or I will literally die. I have to get that taste out of my mouth. Holy shit, dude. Okay, BRB. Okay. Sorry about that. Rumi brought home some bottled up unsweet tea from a restaurant they went to for lunch. That's really nice. So I get some tea. And tropical ass, yes. He just sits on a pineapple and there we go. Sorry for the break there. Okay. Menphilia, what do you got? Come talk to me. I appreciate Menphilia the more that we go on because of how less I'm liking Alphino as time goes on. I cannot wait for him to get smashed. You must be weary, Mico. And now may very well be your only chance. No, why did you say that? Antecedent! Oh, we're starting off strong. There she is. Our favorite. Oh, and she. What a wonderful little strawberry. Look at her. Did you see that? They put the time in to have her wave at us, right? That is so good. See, she's the only one who greets us, who says hi to us. She's the only one who really cares about us, okay? Everyone else is in it for themselves. This little bitch right here, oh. Tadaru's best girl, honestly. All right. A messenger from Ul'dah has arrived with a missive for you. She can't even reach the desktop. They had to pan away from that. You see that? She'd be like tippy toes and be like pat the top corner and can't actually get to the top. The royal seal. Curious indeed. Yeah, I think we're about to have a bomb drop. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. This sounds like an assassination plot or a covert operation to prevent an assassination plot of some kind. I'm suspicious of this. We have already had the opportunity to celebrate. Why would she specifically want to invite us there to do this? This is the only place with political turmoil going on right now that we may be involved in. We'll see. Hey, Siren. I have suspicions here. As you should. It would seem we are recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Crystal Braid's not mentioned. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place of such celebration. Interesting. This is the first time she's had a strong opinion. I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. She flipped the bitch switch there. Interesting. It could be that they're just trying to thank us, not that they deserve the feast, you know? All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in glory of our triumph? This is such a weird shift for her character. This is not how she's acted in the past. This is her having a little bit of Alphino energy. She is far less likely in my mind to react this way to this, even though she's absolutely right. But there is another way to read this invitation. One, we're being set up. Two, oh, Jesus. Oh, we're going to assassinate her. We're going to be set up for the assassination. I think that's what's going to happen. She might not even be making the invitation. It's possible. I think it's more likely that this whole thing is going to be taken advantage of, and we're going to be blamed for something that goes wrong at this banquet. That's a classic Final Fantasy move. The fact, and what I think lends a little bit of support is that Minfilia is actually casting doubt as to the motives here and says this doesn't add up. I mean, that's what she's saying here. This doesn't add up. So this could be foreshadowing of exactly what I talked about. Something doesn't add up, and therefore it's a setup. It's probably the only other outcome here. I wouldn't be surprised. It could just be a thing, and then she's like, wow, how weird. But, everything matters in a story. Everything is for a reason. If it's well written, everything is a clue. Which is why effective readers are those people that are like, they're going to fucking catch any little thing because they're looking for those clues, myself included. Not that I catch them all, but we're looking. But mayhap they simply seek to pretext a meeting with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. It's possible that they don't even get there. I mean, it very well could be a sabotage to install a new leader of Ul'dah who is rightful in their trying to bring us to justice. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbrita, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. I really think that we've seen a change in her personality because of Moonbrita. I think for all the people that have been lost, I think that she has seen them as a leader, as a general sees lost soldiers. Is it sad? Yes. Is it unfortunate? Yes. But it's not personal. It's business. It's casualties of war. It's a necessary sacrifice for their success. And as cold as that is, I think that there's a necessity for that in order to remain cool-headed. But I think Moonbrita was the first time she truly lost something that she cared about. And I think it became human for her. I think a lot of what we're doing here became real to her in a way that it was distant before. I think it was right on her doorstep when she had to watch Moonbrita die and feel that it was her failure. I think that that's shaken her a lot. Hey, Snake. And I think that we're seeing... I wonder if, just like... She's kind of the opposite of... Alphino in a lot of ways. Yeah, die in this room too, where Minfilia spends all of her time. I feel like both of them are going to have a shift in the opposite directions. Minfilia has been very passive, very supportive. She's been very much in the background this whole time. She generally lets other people make suggestions and she just agrees with them, which isn't bad leadership. I've criticized her leadership a few times, and it's mostly because it feels like she isn't actually leading. She is basically just coordinating between whoever happens to want to take the reins at the time. She's so fond of delegating that she herself doesn't really take any ownership of anything that has happened so far. That was my concern with her so far, is that I didn't appreciate her as a leader because she really wasn't in the driver's seat for anything. After Moonbreeda's death, this was her taking direct action and failing. And I think that has shaken her somehow, has made her... I think her leadership is changing. If that comment just a minute ago is any indication to go by, I think she's done being passive. I think she is seeing that what she was doing wasn't enough. And I think now she's going to step up and become a more engaged and direct leader. And I think she has to challenge Alphino when he fails. I think Alphino is going to be... If you've ever seen something that's spinning and it starts to wobble, you know that shit's about to fly. It's about to fucking fly. And who knows what it's going to hit. That instability but high speed is what happens sometimes in leadership when things run out of control. Chaos. Look to recent real-world politics. To see that happening. A lot of damage happens when a very fast-moving position of leadership then goes out of control. It becomes incredibly dangerous to the stuff around it, damaging in the process. I think Alphino is bound to have that kind of catastrophic breakdown at some point. I don't think it's going to be a simple political gaffe where he quietly loses some power. It's going to be fireworks when he fails. It needs to. But it needs to be spectacular and humiliating beyond belief. But his reaction to that is going to be one of two things. People react to humiliation in one of two ways. They either become humble, they're humbled, or they double down, and they become usually quite dangerous as a result, where they feel that they need to prove themselves or get revenge on the people that humiliated them. It depends on how big their ego is at that point as part of their personality and their psychology. So I'm curious to see which direction he's going to go, but I have a feeling that we're not going to get rid of Alphino. I have a feeling that because of his connection to Alice, I think he's going to be too important and central to the story to be gotten rid of. But this is almost a situation like where I had Hope in, literally the character Hope in Final Fantasy XIII, and I've told the story, but just briefly, there's a moment where his character makes, to me, he makes a decision that is purely a concession of the plot in order to keep it going, because he needed to kill another character in order to really fulfill what was foreshadowed about his character, but he chose mercy instead, which to me ruined his character, ruined that plot arc, and for me ruined that game, because at that point the only character I cared about was Saz, and not even the Penelope or whoever he was with. It wasn't enough to keep me engaged in the game. But there's always the chance that a character is going to have a really interesting reaction. What I want, and similar to Hope, what I'm hoping will happen with Alphino is he becomes a tragic villain. I hope he becomes a tragic villain in a way, or goes on some kind of villain arc and has to be truly redeemed before he cools down and becomes humble. Thancred was allowed to literally become possessed by the enemy, come back and no questions asked. I don't see any reason that we couldn't do that with Alphino. I think that it would be really fulfilling to see him really become a depraved kind of lunatic, hell-bent on retribution for his bruised ego. It absolutely would make sense for him, because he has never once accepted humility whenever he's been checked by people. We've had him get checked a few times. Every time he'll apologize in the moment, like he did with Merlwyb, but he'll walk away and be like, they're short-sighted, they don't get it. You know, behind closed doors, he ends up just kind of running his mouth, like he didn't really learn anything. He wasn't humiliated. He was humiliated, but he wasn't humbled. There's a big difference between the two. So that's what I hope we're going to see here. But it comes back to setting up what's called a character foil, where you have two characters that share a very similar space, but they do very different things, or they do the exact same thing in order to emphasize their traits. We have two very different styles of leadership that are really the opposite ends of the spectrum here for leadership types of passive versus aggressive. And I'm hoping that we're going to see them compared to each other, and we're actually going to see this rise of Menphilia, this blooming of Menphilia, by the downfall of Alphino. I would love to see that happen. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't necessarily think it will. But if I were writing the story and I was outlining this, that's what I would be exploring from this point. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, but that's where my brain goes. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring a momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Ah, yeah, she's setting us up to be a spectacular fucking mess. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent! And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. She wants to go. She wants to go. She wants to go. Let her go. Maybe don't let her go, because she'll be implicated in whatever the fuck is about to happen there. But we will make her the best dinner of air-whisked cake. Curious. I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could not be amiss. You have much to learn about the Lalafell heart. I get exactly to the point where Hope is over Snow with the knife there and then fucking drops it. I turned it off immediately. Turned it off. That was it. That was the exact last thing on my screen for Final Fantasy XIII. I haven't touched it since. I am planning to watch 100% playthrough of the trilogy. So I'm gonna have to go through the rest of it and see if they redeemed the plot there. They wouldn't have gotten 3 games out of it if it wasn't a decent, right? Like surely. Perfect. All right, Destiny. Yeah, we need to check up on Tataru. She's not even here. She's out sitting on the balcony and crying. This is what you did to her, Minfilia, by not understanding how Lalafell hearts work. They just want to eat. Our little strawberry friend. Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. Yes, of course. Let's ask Philomene. Is she hiding under your dress? Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Well, she's probably always preoccupied, but she probably looked mopey. Yeah, Raven, I've seen that before where games, there was one game where the final level didn't actually ship with the game. It was a DLC because it was, God, I think the story was that this game was being released alongside a movie and that, I think it was James Bond. It was a James Bond movie or game. James Bond Legends or something like that. I can't remember. It was a James Bond movie where the last level of the game was actually DLC after the movie came out. So you could get right up to the last level of the game, but you had to wait until the movie was out to then download the final level of the game on the game you bought. Now that's not the same thing, but yeah, if you have a shout out to Booty Stank of the 8 clan, nice. If you leave your game on a cliffhanger, like a deliberate cliffhanger, that's really fucking scummy. Yeah, we were talking 13 for a second. Every week or two we have a conversation about 13. I am woefully unprepared to be able to actually have that conversation, having not watched more than maybe a few hours of it myself. And getting angry and putting it down. A Booty Stink sighting. It's so nasty, God. Some of the names are nasty. But, oh, look at her. I'm so sad, because she's sad. Oh, Mico, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. But it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. Don't diminish your suffering. Listen, let me give you some wisdom of an old man, okay? Because I'm actually an old man. I just got a fuckload of Botox, okay? Never compare suffering. Never compare your suffering to someone else's. Your suffering is valid. Because suffering is only relative to your experience. Suffering is not relative to other people's experience. We value all suffering here, okay? Don't ever diminish your sadness just because you think someone else has more to complain about. That's not how it works. You both can share in that together. Yeah, that's what people do. That's what empathy is there for. We're going to shoulder this burden together, and it's going to be less of a weight on both of us. So that's what companionship is for. So listen, if my friends ever tell me that they're sorry for venting to me, I'm going to bap them. Don't do that shit. I'm here for that. That's what I'm here for. Chicky McNuggies! I'm sorry, Tottery. You've been usurped. Wow. It's been so long since I've seen Chicky McNuggies on a giant Shiba. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The local celebrity showed up. I had to. There we go. We shoulders the butter together. We do. How you doing today, Sneaky boy? And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You should always know what to say. Oh. You always know what to say, Mico. I'm glad we had this little chat. Why don't you cuddle the Spriggan for a minute? Become rock. There we go. I have to go blow kiss to Chicky McNuggies. I have to. Here we go. Perfect. Now they know. Now they know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sounds like Yoko Taro. I'm a big fan of Yoko Taro. After Nier Automata, how could he not be? How could he not be? What a masterpiece of writing. Oh, fuck me, dude. Just so good. So good. There we go. Nier Automata probably is the most moving experience I've ever had in a video game. The Last of Us was there as well. That was an experience. Such good build-up, such great payoff. Nier Automata I didn't see coming at all. I was just playing it because I enjoyed the first Nier on a gameplay standpoint, so I was just playing Nier Automata for the funsies, for the gameplay, but then it absolutely fucking blindsided me. Oh, God. I was not prepared for it. That's probably why it hit me so hard. Last of Us, I knew what I was getting into. It was a serious Naughty Dog game. I knew what I was getting into, but it was still great. Yes, Tataru? You have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Mico made me realize that there's no time like the present. That's right. And time is what I'm here to ask you for. Vacation! I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. Oh, that's smart. She knows. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hori Boulder and Coltene have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Someone needs to be. Someone has to be her bodyguard. Look at that determined face. She's ready. But what class will Tataru... What class would she do? Bard. She would have to be a bard. Oh, hey. Just slip right between his legs as he's walking. Tataru doesn't slow down for nobody, Mr. Hori Boulder. That's the first time I've been almost knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent. She is so precious. She's full of spirit, you know. Not at present, thank you. Or is there something you would ask of me? Oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Well, I'm standing right here, and I haven't been yoinked off to do anything else yet. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Is it time for more horrid boulder content? Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. I appreciate that she's not just immediately launching me in. Yeah. Yeah, Funkle. Yeah, it's interesting. And lack of empathy is definitely something that comes down to the core of most plots, but Yoko Taro really zooms in on that. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. I like his own monochrome, and he's got this absolutely salmon pink hair and these really nice scarlet pants, and that's it. Hey, Vegas. Where are the jammies, brother? All right. I need to do both. Okay. I'm going to do where we are needed first so I can save Tataru. I'm going to give her time to go do what she needs to do. I'm pretty sure this is the one with Boulder, yeah. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Ori Boulder with a capable adventurer? I was standing here 2 minutes ago. Well, I'm sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, that an escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. See, that's a problem with staffing. We really need to expand. There are your jammies. You're not Vegas without the jammies, dude. I wouldn't recognize you. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? I don't rest at all. I rest when I turn the stream off, that's it. Generous to a fault. I thank you. Now it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea making etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. There we go. Ori Boulder and Kultane were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not present for fit duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. There we go. You are truly a pillar of strength. Ori Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Oh, shit. Oh, no. It's a different quest. We're going to do one at a time. We're going to do just one at a time. There we go. Cool today. It's probably, his name is like Coolini or something, you know? Fuck me. I don't know, French. I'm gonna go close my door real quick. Turn on the fan. Oh. Oh. My legs are sore. I've been sucking dick all day. That's a workout, y'all. Hey, hold on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Ah, Mico. Is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Zah, what did I tell you, Kultane? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malms may we be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to thank them. To more practical concerns, Mico, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Mico, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. He's a scary man. If he wasn't so nice, he'd be fucking terrifying. Okay, oh, goodbye. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, off we go. An escort mission. See what happens. I've been told Hildebrand is a series of meme quests, and I'm excited by that prospect. Hello, Panda. Okay. Peaches from a can. What a great name. Dumpy McDonald. What a fantastic name. Here we go. Let me see him. I have to see if he has a mustache. I must... God damn it. Stop upskirting. Are you Murgo? Wait, hold on. I can see a bit of lippy there. No mustache. Confirmed. Okay, got it. Alright, good deal. Where am I going? Holy shit. Okay, South Shroud. Where we are needed. Off we go. Back in the olden days, I'm gonna tell you what I suspect is Hildebrand questline. Maybe because it's memes. And I've said this before. I was watching TS in the Odd One, God, years ago, and he was doing some kind of quest where a bunch of people ran into a big church room, and then some dude lowers from the ceiling, and it's some kind of wedding going on, and it's just absolute fucking nonsense. And I was like, this game is real fucking dumb. It was the only thing I'd ever seen of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if it's that. If you know what that is, don't tell me, but I've seen exactly that much. None of it makes sense. At last, the Scion's man deigns to grace me with his presence. Oh, fuck off. You can walk on your own, you T-Bell-looking little bitch. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. I teleported over here as soon as they... Man, fuck these people. Do you know who I am? I can actually say that now. There we go. Yeah, it was like big fanfare of someone lowering down from the ceiling. Not in a stripper cage, but I distinctly remember someone being on or near a ceiling and then like confetti. I don't know. It's been so long and it made so little sense. My brain just filed it under what the fuck alien encounters. There we go. Okay. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. And that's when some bad boys attack. I trust I not need explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Fine, I'm gonna let them fucking eat you. I don't care. You're easily replaced. There we go. I love the fashion that I have on my bow. This is fantastic. Thank you again, Mr. Funkle. I have the best bow now. Oh, I just killed the fucking antelope. No, don't do it. You should live. No, Bambi, listen, I know I just shot your mother. I can cold blood. My arrow missed. You don't have to die too. I'm gonna ignore him, okay? Today we passive. We practice path. Oh, I can't talk to him. You really want to die. Make it quick. Okay. But hello? Oh, Panda, hi. Just random horse. There we go. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though if I can make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Mold awaits, shall we? That's a fair request, but it's also asinine. He should be more grateful. There we go. He's the kind of person who didn't get that PhD. He was like denied his PhD, couldn't defend his thesis kind of thing. And now he's just so bitter about it that he acts all superior to everybody because he'll never be recognized for his genius in his eyes. So he goes out of his way to shit on people who are known to be better than him purely so that he could boost up his fragile fucking ego. That's who this guy is. Unsettled scholar, you can talk about him being like the football dad of academics. I twisted my ankle in that last quarter, but if I'd been in the game, we would have won. He's like 50 years old and still bitching about it. Right about here. Yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Yeah? Okay, I guess if I have to. Panda here to lend a hand as well. How filler a quest is this? I'm curious if there's going to be like some greater revelation to this, or if it is literally just, let's do an escort quest because we wanted to add something here real quick. No, not the Death Mouse. Oh, what a good boy. He lived. The Death Mouse lived. He's going after Panda, though. That's good. Why do these guys have so much HP? Damn. Panda, you're kind of dying. You want to not eat ass on stream, please? That's TOS as shit. There we go. There we go. Okay, we've done it. Was there squealing and screaming in agony not quiet enough for you? Fascinating. These readings are not... These readings are not at all what I expected, though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Woot's Lake. We have but one more site to survey. Yeah, there's a dungeon in there, isn't there? I can't remember what's up that hill. There we go. Oh, you were being a spicy boy with an underleveled class. Gotcha. There we go. I was gonna say, you were getting your ass beat, dude. I was worried because I was like, oh, I'm next. Okay. With the second best mount in the game by far, the dodo. If you look closely, you can see that there is in fact negative brain space in that skull. Head 100% empty. Wings tiny, ass fat. Doing his best though. We all aspire to be dodo. There we go. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. He's warming up a little bit, which is nice, because I'm about to shoot him in the back of the head and be like, oops. No, I've done it again. Once again, oh, that's a Rion. Nice. What a precious boy. There we go. Yeah, these guys died a lot faster. Those bats were strong. Hello? Oh, goodbye. He got booped, I see. Catboy Cavalry. This data should prove invaluable to... Hey, gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of Animentoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothes reeking of blood and offal. Is that awful or a fall? I can never remember where the emphasis goes on that word. Look at you. Look at you, Catboy. Mandatory hugs. There we go. As is required by law. Right, there we go. Camp Tranquil. You chose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. Ugh. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Starting to sound a little bit like Titans. If you know, you know. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. There we go. I know, I took a nap right before stream, but I don't think I got enough, so I'm just sitting here like... Yanni boy. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, just don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along. This is also a kind of character that I tend to voice assholes. If you could describe the character as a little shit, I probably could voice act them very well. That tends to be what I get so far. Reading the lines going... That and villains. Smarmy villains. But also deeply misled good boys. Anti-heroes, that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun. I love the characters I play. Soon I will have edited my demo. We'll get it off to engineering, and then I'll be ready to go look for agents and get real work. Be a real boy. Oh, I'm fucking excited, dude. Wait a minute. Hello? Oh, that explains. Very confused. I was loaning out my one brain cell, so couldn't handle that conundrum. It says there's a dungeon there on the map. I've never seen the entrance to it. Is that something we're going to do pre-ARR? Oh, I don't think I've ever been up here because you have to use a mount, right? You can't just jump. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've never been up here before. This is pretty. All right. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Yeah, oh, right up here on the rock. Great position. This is fantastic. Yes. Yes. Quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else. Something's soaking it up. Rion got out there with the straw and now it's all gone. Ah, it wouldn't walk away from us. Something else. Oh, Cyan. Cyan, come here, I need you. Yes, you do. Are you all the way over there? Oh, we knew it. Here's what I was looking for. Yeah, we knew it. We saw this coming, didn't we? We called this. Whenever you have an informant tell you what they found, they're about to die. That's just a rule. I didn't make it up. That's just a rule. It's not my rule either. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. Hoary Boulder wasn't involved in it, is he? He's a good boy, so he would never do anything wrong. There you are, Mico. Hoary and I were worried about you. Worried when you and your charge failed to return to the appointed hour. We've only been gone for a minute. Yeah. Now, whatever conspiracy is going on is no longer hidden. That's what this is, though, especially with someone as absolutely good-willed as these two. They are going to want to seek justice for this, or at least answers. And that is going to be the biggest problem. What often happens when one informant dies is that if there's anybody else who discovers that they've been killed, it usually incites other people to continue investigating. Usually more than just the one person. It is actually better for any other criminals out there. It is actually better for you to send that one person in circles with red herrings forever and make them look like an absolute madman who isn't making progress, and don't let them make progress, rather than killing them, which for everybody else watching will confirm what they suspected because they got too close. So silly error once again by Alphino. I'm guessing. I have no idea. I don't think it's Alphino. I bet, oh, you know what? You know what it's going to be? Fuck me. Is it going to be a Modern Warfare Commander Shepard scenario? Is it? Oh, man. Is he going to be like, I'm doing the necessary evil to ensure our greater success? And he goes into some really corrupt bullshit and he completely signs off on everything that's happening. Is he in charge of this? Wouldn't be surprised. All right. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield, which means he was surprised. He was surprised. So that also indicates something where he might... His sword and shield are out, but he didn't have the opportunity to even respond. I would want to see for other blunt force trauma something like the head, bruises on the hips, the back of the chest. I would want to look for how did he become vulnerable, or was this wound given when he was standing? These are the kinds of forensics that would give me a lot more information than we have here. That would tell us a greater story of what happened and establish a timeline. Because there's two very different things. If he was shoved down and then stabbed on the ground, that's different. Because that would indicate that somebody had to be big enough to do that to him, which means it wasn't Alphino and it wasn't the Lalafell. That would have to be Captain Ilberd, the only other person that we know is involved in the conspiracy. Alternatively, if he was stabbed standing up, it might still not be the Lalafell. It might still be Captain Ilberd. This would take a lot of strength if he's armored. But it's Final Fantasy. How realistic is it going to be? I don't know. Again, I'd want to know the forensics. But what you can guarantee is that you're going to be given enough information. Enough. So if we don't get that kind of information, I'm not going to sit here and agonize over it. But if I was reading this, I would want to know those details. But the fact they tell me that he didn't fight back is very telling. He was surprised this was done by an ally. That's usually what that would mean. He had no reason to put up a defense before the enemy was within striking range, and it wasn't a glancing blow. So that's what we know. That's what that might indicate. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What causes Will Red to come here? What should we do? Take him home. Yeah. We will see to the scholar's protection. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what's happened here. Yeah, don't go to Alphino. Go to the antecedent. Absolutely go to her first. And so do I. Yeah, see, now I think he's picked up that there's a plot here. Yeah. There we go. No, y'all don't have to wait and chat to meow at me. I will, I'm watching the quest lines. I was mostly memeing. You guys can go do what you want to do. Okay. Don't wait around for me, I promise. Someone in chat will meow when I get to the quest, because I'll I know it's not, you know, I'm gonna have to finish the Tataru quest, right, as well before we get there. You should be free to just go do what you want to do. Hey Donovan, how you doing, dude? Fucking rawr. That's just it. That's all we get. A little growling from under the table. That's how you know Donovan's here. Okay. Halbert and Hayes is a nice name. Not a meme name, so I'm not giving it a shout out, but that is a nice name. All right. I'm excited to hand Tataru a little knife and tell her to go do crimes. Can't wait. Oh, please tell me that we get to see Tataru practicing on a tiny little mannequin. Like there's one of those tiny training dummies, and that's as tall as she is, and she's practicing killing other Lalafell. I want it. That would be wish fulfillment so much. I can't even tell you how much joy that would bring to my heart. All right, what do you got, Mephilia? Oh, what do I got for you? Mico, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Well, yeah, but we also found that Wilbred's fucking dead. Wilbred. Wilbred dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation. Bitch already knows what's going on. And send word to Wilred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? An unexpected ambition, yes. He was a good boy, yeah, he was a very good boy. The power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had development and an interest in Arcanima. Little black mage. Oh, she's gonna be so cute. There we go. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance into the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa. Yes, that would be the way of it. You know, I think Tataru is a fucking genius because you know what she's doing. She's going off to become summoner as well as scholar. She can both do the deeps and heal. He was also Alamigan, that's true. That may play into it possibly. Yeah, that would be beautiful overlap because he's Alamigan but also a Crystal Brave. That could be cause... It could be framing a vengeance arc. Framing us for having taken vengeance on the killer of the little Alamegans. We're known to be allies of the little Alamegans, as well as the Domans. It would be believed by a larger population that we would perhaps strike in the darkness versus the people who are not giving us what we want regarding them, because our requests for protection of the little Alamegans and the Domans were denied. It could be that this is seen as a political retribution. What's going to happen at the banquet? I really think that... I think we're about to see some stuff come together soon. We're starting to see a lot of these quest lines start to run really near each other, but still parallel, so they're not meeting yet, but I think it's all going to come together beautifully here very soon. Summoner can also heal, but like actually heal. Menphilia needs a pocket healer for sure. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Luminsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. This is the first time she's left Mordona since we arrived here. I'd be worried about her safeties too. Oh, that's true, Funkle. What a good idea there. The fundamentals of Arcanism scholar summoning is mathematics. So as a treasurer, she's also uniquely equipped to grasp the basics. Yeah, Wilred was found. Wilred was found. We found him at the ass end of the Black Shroud. Yeah, the nature of his death is absolutely a murder by an ally. Somebody or something that he had his guard down and was killed immediately. I still wonder if it wasn't Ilberd. To me, he would have put his defense up against Ilberd. I think unless there was some kind of rapid closing of distance, an actual surprise attack that got the better of him. I honestly could see an argument that it wasn't Wilred because he was meeting with somebody he thought would be an ally that has actually turned as part of the conspiracy. So one of the conspirators meeting up with him as a false ally and then kills him. It's possible. That would put a third major conspirator into the action here, so I'm not sure. We'll see. It's whatever's about to happen is very interesting. Two of my favorite types of literature: murder mystery, political drama. I love the two, and they often go hand in hand. Because no killing is without politics, and no politics is without killing, as they say. Okay. Let's go see what Miss Tataru is doing. Or as they say, Tataru, but I don't know. Tataru is like, if you tell me that his name is Titus, I'm going to throw my drink at you. His name is Titus. You can't convince me otherwise. It's like if you say it's GIF, no, it's GIF. I don't care what the owner says. The creator is wrong. There we go. Whatever sounds best is the correct pronunciation. Anything else, unless it's your name, no. Real people. Oh yeah. So if anybody hasn't been here, look at all the fucking bots, man. Look at all the fucking bots, man. Yeah, you could pronounce it Geef if you wanted to, like Geif. Any of those are valid. It's up to you, as long as we know what you're talking about. Harbinger Deceit. Vitamin Death. That's a great name. Fucking Vitamin Death. Here we go. All these roleplay names. You pronounce it as peanut butter. Ah, yes. Gonna download this peanut butter. 15 FPS peanut butter. Hello, friends. Okay, there we go. Imagine being a nerd. Oh, hello. Fern absolutely role-playing. Hell yeah. Is she? Oh, wait, hold on now. Downstairs, I'm pretty sure. Tidious. There we go. I know I could have teleported down here, but fuck you. Sometimes it's nice to just walk, you know? Oh, shit. She's doing it. She's doing it. Look at her. Oh, they gave her a hat and everything. She even got the pink one. Of course she would get the pink one. Why would she do anything else? You know what's one of the most beautiful things is the secretary gets ambition and they don't have to quit their job to do it. You get a boss or a manager that says, yeah, we'll pay your tuition. Fucking go for it. Tataru the fashion queen. I know, I'm embarrassed, honestly. You know what? It's time for fashion, boys. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. We put this on for the finale of the MSQ to finish the main line of ARR. Because we wanted to be super serious, but fuck it, it's time. It's time. I've already got the best pants on. Let's change our feet now. Cast Glamour. What do we have here? Let's see, Buccaneers boots? Ooh, thigh boots. Altered boarskin thigh boots. Let's try these on. Those are kind of thick. Let's see, brand new boots. Oh, these are nice. Ooh, I like those. Those are. Okay, we're doing that. You could set up your outfit as a glamour plate. That's true. We could do that. Oh, it's time. The biggest thing is I need to get rid of this chest piece. Bard shirt. Let's try on the Bard shirt with what we've got going right now. I would want to dye it, but I do like the Bard shirt. It's just a lot. It is a lot. Altered woolen shirt. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's it. We're doing this, boy. Oh, yeah. There we go. We've done it. We've become incredibly cute. Let's get some new gloves, though. Bard's ring bands. No, hold on. Let me try them on first. Oh, yeah, I like those. They're subtle. I kind of do want actual gloves, though. Peace Lovers gloves, I think. No, these were brown. I thought I had some white gloves. Ooh. Tantalus gloves. These would go really nice with the boots, honestly. They're blued, too. Let's do that real quick. Okay. We've done it. Oh, yeah, that goes nicely with the sleeves. That goes real nicely with the sleeves. We've become incredibly cute again. All right, good deal. Wait, is that open shirt? But he's got a choker on? Oh, my God. Excellent. Queer icon. Return of the booty. They've always been there. I've always had the booty shorts on. Just, you can actually see the thigh action now. You get to see the hem of the booty shorts. I like kind of assembling it every time because I might want to do something slightly different. I don't really have outfits yet, you know? I don't really have outfits yet. So glamour plates is something I'm not that eager about because I kind of like the idea of searching around and digging around in the closet and be like, I'm going to wear this jock strap with those assless chaps and I'm going to put that halter top on with it, you know? There we go. Mico, what are you doing here? I'm going to come check on your progress. You look like you're doing great. I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Taru, shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thurbergeim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Is she gonna discover another body? The thing is, you can have a closet of sorts. It's called your Glamour Chest. Oh. Yeah, I like that we've got like the formal cuffs, the formal boots, and the formal choker. So it's kind of like a Chip and Dale dancer, but a little more fluffy. A little bit more cloth. It's in every end. Gotcha, Fern. I may look at that off stream, go explore that, because I know I don't know how to put the glamour plates together. That was a mechanic that we looked at briefly as soon as I unlocked glamour, and then I was like, nope, brain overwhelmed, walking away from it. So I may need to do that offline at some point. Also, Fern, bitch, have you eaten? Ah, if it isn't Mico. Oh yeah, her. I miss her. This is like Fern's mom, right? I can't remember. Fern's character's mom in roleplay. Good, I hope you're about to go eat. Good. Just need bunny tail? Ah, yeah. I'm sure there is one. Actually, do the Vieira get tails? I don't remember if, like, Fran from Final Fantasy XII, I don't remember if Fran's tail was, like, part of her armor or if it was actually bunny tail. I can't remember. I don't remember looking at my character's ass a lot recently, which is weird. Oh, they do not. Okay. I was going to say, I don't remember having tail action. She has a tail cup, yeah. But we don't get tails. That's a shame. All right. Because you know what I would do? I'd give the Vieira the bunny tail, and I would have it fucking do this whenever you do some emotes. Like a laughing emote or something. Just have it just... That'd be great. If it isn't Mico, what brings you to the guild? Why? I got like a part-time job as a thaumaturge and I fucked off. I got all the way to Summoner and then I've never been back. Just here to check on Taru. So you are acquainted with our newest member. As an Arcanist of your experience must see that her potential is somewhat lacking. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake a first trial, a simulated inspection of the 3 crates. Doubtless you recall receiving similar training under Kalia's supervision. I do remember. A thought occurs to me. Why not oversee Tataru's training yourself? Given your relationship with the girl and your familiarity with the task, I think you the ideal choice. You need only head to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate as before to observe at a distance. I love that they're acknowledging. I love that they're acknowledging that we have done this already, which is great. Rihanna, has there been much screaming tonight?
A little bit, yeah.
Good. A fish. Okay. I think I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Out here. No, I'm going the right. I'm running the whole way too, just to fuck with you. Enjoy it. There we go. Vitamin Death. What a great name. Fantastic name. Uh-oh. Potential customer. Just trampled him. Takoko Taco. Nice. What a great lore-friendly Lalafell name. Wind-up Weeb Hunter. Fantastic. Oh. Fantastic. That's so good. He's a wind-up version of one of the Weeaboo, please. Fried Chicken Man. Fantastic. Is that guy's name Jumbo Trombone? Alright. Munchkin Kitty. Nice. Of the Homie Clan. He's super edgy, too. I don't know. I love seeing Lalafell with lore-friendly names. I know so many fucking bots, man. Ugh. Man, what a sassy little Lalafell. That's true, Cat, yeah. Sometimes it is nice to just run through, especially the towns. I feel like it's nice to just... I don't remember to teleport, but then by the time I even remember that I could, I'm halfway there, so I end up running anyway. But then I just kind of enjoy the walk. It's nice to slow down every now and then, chat. Here we go. Tutter is singing. Oh, I ain't singing. I want to. You couldn't pay me enough to sing in goblin voice. You could, but it's not happening. Oh, are those crates I spy? Fucking love Tataru. Ah, and this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Do it. Finish him. Do it, Tataru. Brutalize his horrible little body. Carby? Carbuncle? Hello? Oh no! Where's he going? Does that happen if you're just not a good thaumaturge? Your carbuncle fucks off? Oh no, Tataru. Come back, Carbuncle, come back! Oh, Tataru, goodbye. Oh, sweetheart. She got out, though. She's smart enough to know when to run. The Lalafell racial bonus is that they have the best fleeing speed. They're also the first to cut and run. She's over here hiding. I'd take her over there by the camp unless those are pirates, in which case she needs to just be riding on the back of the goob. Weak or distracted wills cannot maintain control over the familiar. Yeah, she probably got distracted by the mouse and thinking about what she needed to do. I should have known you'd come. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. You're also a little fucking child, so I don't expect you to be able to wield carbuncle, but it's also you just started. You've been here a day. There we go. I will inform Mistress Thubergeim of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. Oh, that's so sad. See, she wants to have more potential. She's somebody who wants to aspire to more, even if it is it's not the best. She just wants to be something more than the secretary. She wants to really be involved and have a meaningful part of this. She doesn't see the value in who she already is. This is a wonderful story of self-doubt, and it's great for Tadaru too, because she does have a lot of value to us, and there is value in a support role. But perhaps she feels, without acknowledging it maybe herself, that she's being taken for granted, or she doesn't see the value in her work because our work is so grand and valiant, and we get a name for ourselves and those things. And she may seem that she's just wallpaper, you know, which is a terrible way to feel about yourself. And it usually comes down to just not understanding the value that you do bring to other people. And it's the same way if you think you're ugly, 9 times out of 10, you're just not your type. You're just not your own type. You are somebody else's type, but not yours. And it's not for you to judge. You need to put yourself out there because someone's going to like you. They have to. Someone out there is going to think you're great. Unless you're an asshole, in which case another asshole will think you're great, so you can't lose. But still, it's hard to see Tadaru not happy because she's such a sweetheart, you know, but this needs to happen every now and then, where a character needs to go through a trial of self-doubt, especially somebody who is in the position she's in. She's watching all these great giants around her, and then she's wondering, where do I fit in here, you know? Hey, Rapik. Yeah, so it hurts a little bit because you want Tadaru to be happy, but she also needs to go on this journey herself. She has to earn that, you know? She needs to earn her... she needs to earn, not an ego, but like she needs to earn that confidence in herself. She needs to be shown how valuable she is to us. Not told, but shown. She needs to see it. Something that she needs to acknowledge for herself. And then she needs to be able to take pride in her work, which is essential. We wouldn't operate without her. And I absolutely ship her and Wedge. 100%. I think they're so good for each other because they're both such sweet people. They're both sincere. They're great communicators for the most part. Tiny Frog. I think they honestly would be a great couple. And they're both just so sweet. You want to see them both happy, and they'd be able to give that to each other. Oh, no. A bunch of greases on the wall. You made some buffalo wings and a homemade secret sauce. What the fuck, Funkle? That's great, man. Man, some chicken wings sound good. Chicken sounds good. I have chicken fried rice, but I'm hungry for something more substantial. Ah, back so soon. How fared off Legendary Arcanist? Uh-oh. Abysmally, Mistress Thubergeim. Abysmally. As Mico will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist. Wrong, as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. She really excels at the self-deprecation, and that really reveals her self-esteem there, her low self-esteem. I fucking hate self-deprecation. I hate saying it because it is an indicator of like an inner turmoil, that when you just get a window into, like, the thing about people who self-deprecate or have low self-esteem is that you may see glimpses of it every now and then, but they fucking live with that and they can't get away from it. Same thing with people with anxiety. Times where you really do genuinely get anxious about things. People that have anxiety disorders feel that all the fucking time, or at random times. It's uncontrollable and it's not logical for them. It's irrational, and they can know that, and it doesn't change anything. And it's fucking miserable. So I hate saying self-deprecation. I usually bat people for it. I try and remind them of their value. Because, man, it's fucking rough. That's fucking rough to just live with that, you know? Again, don't compare your suffering to people. Validate it and help them to work around it. A lack of self-esteem is usually a lack of appreciation for yourself. It's not that you don't have anything to appreciate, it's that you haven't seen it yet. So this is really touching to me, this character line, because it's a character that we genuinely care about. Like, we genuinely care about Tadaru. She's not a side character. She's not a bit character. She's genuinely part of the team. And by now, we really all should be pretty endeared to her if we've been watching the story. So seeing her struggle like this really does hurt. But it's not about our pain. It's about helping her to feel better about herself. So we just have to be along for the ride. And I hope there's a point at which she does come around. And I'm hoping that's what this is. That or she's about to die, which I don't think is possible. But you can sometimes have a hoorah of a character self-doubting, and then they're like they've been stabbed or something, and they're like, I was mistaken to not love you all more than I did, blah, and then they die, which is really sad when that happens. But I don't think that's going to happen here. If they kill Tataru, like I said, I'm done. Tataru can't die. There we go. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. Yes. Reassure her that just because she failed once doesn't mean she's not capable. She failed. She wasn't successful in that moment, but that doesn't indicate an incapability. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your excellent skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon a carbuncle to your side. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I didn't have a carbuncle day one. I had to earn that shit over the course of a few quests. I don't think I had my carbuncle at the time that I was investigating crates, did I? I don't remember. This also happens with characters and people as well who have very high standards, just naturally. They're sticklers for the details, mathematicians. They're people of extremely high logic. They're people of high intelligence. They can have very high standards, but then they realize that the fact that they're human means that they're going to fail. And if failure is unacceptable to you as a personality trait, that can be a big source of that self-loathing that can come from that. It's very, very difficult to deal with for a lot of people. And it's really hard to watch, too, because you can't outsmart it. You can't rationalize around that. There's not a lot of coping mechanism that can work with that except the pure humility of saying, I'm a human, I'm going to make mistakes. But then that's where a lot of self-deprecation comes in, because you can go too extreme with that. It's such a fine balance that I can't imagine having to juggle all the time. Would just be fucking miserable. But this is the kind of thing that a friend would do, is reassure them that you can't look at, if you were aiming for 100 and you got a 70, you shouldn't look at that 30 as failure. You should look at the 70 you acquired as a great starting point. Next time we'll try and get more. Not that we always will, but next time we'll try and get more than 70. Life is about persistence. It's about persistence. So we're seeing this is stuff that Tataru is dealing with in a part of her character development. These are the things that she's dealing with. So it's really nice to see this stuff played out. And Thubagaim is doing a very good job as an instructor here to not put any salt in the wound, but rather to truly reassure her of her successes and that she could be an advanced student right now. Her quick assessment or quick grasping of the carbuncle could actually be an indicator of advancement. But she herself doesn't see it because she doesn't have a relatively broad scope of what's happening here. So she just sees the failure and that's it. She zooms on it. Yeah. So interesting. I love seeing this sort of nuanced psychology put into character dynamics, because there is a certain way that they should communicate and a certain way that they should behave with each other based on those personality traits. And the Final Fantasies has been really good to me about getting the nuance of characters down in that way. So that's good. She's not doing this for the nature of the plot. This is Tataru having a natural response to what's happening based on personality traits, as opposed to they're writing her personality traits so that something can happen. This is all happening because of her personality traits. That's good writing. Anyway, in my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist at their service. Would you not agree? Exactly right. This is what we were hoping she would say. She might not believe us. You were too... Yeah. You are too kind, Mistress Thubagaim. Though I cannot overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Yeah, she's tenacious. Look at the little curtsy. Oh, oh my heart. She's so sweet. There we go. Yeah, that's good shit. We love Tataru. Give me more Tataru content. As fetching as the garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Of course. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Off she goes. Bonk right into the railing, fall over. I'd love her even more. All right, Costa del Sol. It's been a minute since we've been over here. Hello? Oh, hi. Look at all the... Look at them all. Oh, I love them, all the Spriggans. Tataru holding a Spriggan would make my heart melt. On the spot, I think I would die. There we go. Ancient ways, timeless ones. Has she become fish? She's going to become a fisher. Look at her. Little bathing suit. She's cute. Yes, this is it. This is where the... Oh, there we go. This is where the men at the Drowning Witch told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these claims are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. Okay, don't look at she's so fucking cute. She's got her little sun hat. She's ready to go. Yeah, whatever Tataru turns into, I absolutely support it. She's out being a clam hunter, but she's going to end up inside the clam. That's the problem here. She's too small. This is just a little Lalafell who's just trying to class change in her roleplay. There we go. What fortune! I've already found one. But would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Give me giant crab. I demand a giant crab. Oh, shit. Not quite. I didn't expect him to be standing there. It was kind of a jump scare. Characters you love becoming antagonists is one of the most sad things. It's a great writing device because it just makes it so... You can be so conflicted because you run into the ethics of doing what's right versus doing what you want. Realizing that there's a mortal impasse with the person that you're dealing with, and it can be so devastating when that happens. It's very, very rare that it happens well, but man, when it does... Certain games, like Tactics Ogre Let Us Clean Together, it's a common occurrence, and you're just constantly getting betrayed by people that you love. One of the mechanics in the game is that decisions you make in the story and the way that you behave in combat can actually affect the morale of your units, and they can actually defect. Not as story mechanics, but definitely at certain parts in the story, decisions you make can make them leave you if your politics don't align, or... Let's get our dots back up. Or if certain actions you do are abhorrible to them. If you're getting their allies killed or too many other soldiers are dying, they may choose to leave you. And it's really interesting. There are also certain people you can only recruit on certain, lawful, chaotic, or neutral routes. And if you play the game multiple times, you'll often find yourself killing your friends from previous runs. It can be an emotional turmoil. What a great fucking game. Jesus. Tactics Ogre Let Us Clean Together. I talk about it every other day. I need to eventually play it for you guys. Eventually, someday, Tian. Well fought, Mico. Well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize. A bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. Though I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. Tataru! She's so sweet! Look at this! She's so sweet! It hurts! It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Philomene waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. Hey, Dead Scythe, good to see you, man. Here we go. Nice. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 characters will leave your party to attack you if you do something they disagree with. Nice. Yeah. Oh, good deal, man. I love games that do that because it's interesting to, when there are actual stakes to the narrative, like when the narrative game has gameplay impact, to me, that is the coolest thing. Like people defecting and attacking you, because that really substantiates the decisions that you have to make. And the management of morale, the management of allegiance, and, oh, that just made, my boner. It's so good. Hey, Fern. We're still on the best arc so far in the game, which is Tataru coming of age story. We're to secure provisions for the scions of the Luminsan markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains, as you would. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Tataru's swimsuit episode is adorable. I love her, like, giant sandals. She's basically got knee-high sandals on. Roman sandals. Farewell, Mico, and thank for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? Oh, God. How about until we meet again? She better not be dying and go, until we meet again. What? She better not. I'm be so fucking mad. Don't go over there. There are crabs over there. Tataru, go the other way, please. Pick her up by the hat and just stick her on the dodo and smack the dodo's ass and tell her to take her home. I'm glad she smiled. Okay, I was worried about her frowning again. There are actual crab over there, though, like big boy crab. She's gonna fall down and drown in ankle-deep water. Fuck's sake. Oh, hello. That is not an Ezio move, my friend. Ezio would have survived that fall. You're kind of a bitch, Silver. Oops. You just got a little smooch, that's all. Murder to bed. What are you even doing here? There we go. Hello? The fuck? Oh. It's weird that you can open the map, then click on the map to get the same map, but now it zooms in. That's always weird to me. Every time I do that, I'm like, I have to click on it twice. Okay. We're doing it. I like that I have my escort everywhere. It's funny to see where you guys are waiting. The posse. Though I have to say, when people hang around, I'm like, is there a trial coming up of some kind that we're getting ready to roll through? There we go. I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna find Menphilia just like dead on the ground and be like, pray save the scions. They can't, you know, every time we walk in here, it feels like Menphilia is fucking eating dirt again. Okay. Welcome home, Mico. I gather you found Tataru and Limsa Laminsa. Yeah, she's now become a pearl hunter. She's gonna make charms for us. How fucking cute. My, it sounds as though she's had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Yeah, of course, anything for Tataru content. Okay, I am not allowed to touch this quest. Is this Meow? I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm not allowed to.
This is technically Meow. However,
okay.
How long do you plan on streaming tonight?
I'm gonna eat ass until my tongue falls off.
You can touch the quest if you promise to go all the way. You have to go all the way.
I'm gonna save it for Monday then. I'm gonna come in fresh and do that Monday.
Okay.
Is there anything else I could do? Like, is there stuff I could open up today with streamline Saturday for us?
No, we have to clear T9. You could go touch Hildy.
Yeah, so I suppose could we do all of Hildebrand tonight, or is that not like a thing?
It's a pretty long chain, but you could start it.
I think start it.
We could talk
to Olga.
Like?
What were we saying, Fern?
Nothing.
Bitch!
Foo!
I love Sassy Fern is best Fern. Hildy never ends? Okay, so we might as well just get it started and see how far we go through, because I don't want to stop streaming at all. This is why I desperately need to find another game to play. It's not going to be Elden Ring. It's not. Okay. Where, pray tell, does one start Hildy?
Hulda.
Fuck. The Hildy train begins. I'm ready. So here's where serious plot narrative analysis comes to a screeching halt, and that is when the fourth wall's broken, when when the writing is deliberately campy, when you break from the tone of the rest of the narrative, and that's what I expect Hildebrand questline to be. Is it this?
I believe it's this dude over here.
Okay, let's go this way. This guy again. I beat his ass in cards one time. The rise and fall of gentlemen.
Go for it.
Okay, it's time. See, it doesn't look campy. We'll see. Okay, I don't know what I'm in for. I hear you've been a busy bee, Mico. Sometimes half the whispers what come my way relate to your coming and going. Stormtrooper San, what a great name. There we go. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors. Am I right? But before that, let me ask. Ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? Yes. Well, you don't have to say... You don't mean to say you knew the bugger. Well, What? I know he thought himself famous, but thinking it don't make it true. God, this guy's dialogue is so hard to read. Shame that he had to go and get himself killed. All that nonsense about stopping Dalamud himself. What the seven hells was he thinking? At least it was mercifully quick. Still, judging from the depths of the crater, he must have fallen from an unfathomable height. Gods only know what was going through his mind as he watched the ground rush up to meet him. Ugh. Amazing how well the body was preserved, though. Hell's it's amazing there was a body left to bury at all. I had reasons for bringing this up. Ah, right. So, Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. You're gonna say Wyman is cute? Okay, if Tyvox went to a hairdresser and put down $500 and said, fuck me up, do it, my dick, maybe you would get Wyman. He's got piss glasses. She's a sweet lass. A bit daft, but sweet nonetheless.
Listen.
You just like the black hair. There we go.
I know my type,
Oh, I know your type too.
bitch.
I have seen Fern thirst over some boys. Like, she's completely restrained. And then all of a sudden, straight to horny jail. Straight there, darkest cell. There's no in between. She holds it together, and then when she breaks, oh boy. She's a sweet lass. A bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's a wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of living zombies. Oh, living. What the fuck? I can't read tonight. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're... the denials in chat, oh boy. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. Look at him, what a good boy. Oh, I love him. As for where we find her, she is like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the lich yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Jesus. I wish I could read, man. All right, off we go. Nope, not that. The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen, which I want to pin. And I actually want to... I want to get rid of this. Can I get rid of that easy without having to go into, like, a menu? I haven't started this, so it's not my thing. Let's just close these until I decide I really want to go for them.
I think the only way to get the MSQ thing to disappear is to go into your HUD layout and hide it.
Okay, got it. Oh, so much cleaner. Okay, off to Mordona. Wait, no. I'm going to accidentally pick up a time for every purpose. I swear to God. Okay. Where are we going?
There is a setting you can
Oh.
do to hide most things.
Just a cat. Have I seen the goat boys in the new Thor movie? No. Do they look like Coco?
At least in your quest list.
Yeah, I did. I went through and I hit all that stuff. Just now. Literally just now.
No, I mean there's an actual setting. Like you can say, show only this number of quests.
Oh. Well, thank you, Kat. How's your new controller? Have you used it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Cat's so cute.
Control me, cat.
Go to horny jail right now.
No, never. I'm the warden.
Why the fuck did I give you, of all people, the keys to horny jail? Jesus. That's like putting Fern in charge of the cage. Oops. Didn't mean to draw my weapon in a graveyard.
Innocent plant.
The most deserving of time in the cage is Plant. Here we go.
And yet she can never go to the cage.
It is the cruelest
I lead
irony.
others to a fruit I cannot possess.
You can just like watch from outside. Who's really in jail then at that point? You know, who's in the cage? The people in the lazy river or the one who can't go? The ultimate cage. All right. Those are some classic stream memes. Listen, for anybody who doesn't know, I'll educate you. Okay, I'll explain the meme. If you get timed out in my chat, it's a meme. I ban like maybe 2 people a year. Apart from that, it's mostly just bots. If I ever time you out, it's literally a meme. You're not in trouble. Like Snake, you get purged, bitch. There we go. Just out of spite, just so you know who's in charge here. Okay, that's how it works around here. Don't ever be sad if you get purged. Timed out. You're going to the lazy river. Or you're going to the bar in the middle of the pool. Go visit the pool boy. He's nice. He'll set you up right. We have like a 5-star resort inside our cage. You can only get there if you're timed out in chat. I'm not even sassy today. I know. You're being very sweet. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. I'm going to treat this as if it is 100% sincere. Because it is sincerely written, even if it is meant to be comedic, right? Ah, you want to visit your pool boy? Oh, there you go. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me. Yep. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It is not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then, he came back down, and he... Uh-oh. It's Wednesday, my goobs. Mail me a handwritten letter, please, Snake. I would treasure that. It just has to say suck fuck like 3 times. Draw me a dick button. That's it. I would open a P.O. box if y'all sent me shitpost letters in the mail. Oh my god. That would be fantastic. Ah. This is all a joke. A big, funny joke. Right, Inspector? any moment now, you'll bust out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And well, we'll laugh and laugh. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. I miss Tataru. Yeah, we're doing Manderville. Bits of Manderville now. Not all of it, but... I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. Funkle. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. What? She just changed right there? Okay. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. She just changed right there on the grave. There we go. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them. And then you could, you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. If this plan is any indication of what's going to happen here, I'm very excited. Surely you just go befriend the zombies. Be like, yo, can I see the head bitch in charge now? Okay, I'm excited. Dapper zombies as well. I am so ready. Because up until now, there's like very minor cues that this might be comedic because her changing on the graveyard or any of that stuff. They've kind of written it as a serious quest so far. And that's going to be really strong when it changes over. I've seen these guys before. Yes, and I wondered what the fuck we were looking at. The dapper zombies. A gentleman is as rather does. So ready. Okay. There is some marker over here that I need to do, or it's the zone. Okay, so I just need to kill them? Participate in the fate. Ah, see, murder boys.
Do the fate. Do the fate.
Level sync.
Shoot them all.
I think I've done this fate before. Pretty sure. Dapper zombie. I love their pose. It's fantastic. I think they're all wearing Hildebrand's sword and shield as well. They've got same copies. So I'm fairly confident that that's what's happening here. Is Hildebrand actually the one leading all the zombies? That'd be hilarious if so. There we go. Oh, dapper zombie. Look at him. Okay, he's down. These guys are getting their ass eaten. Nice. If I was going to be a zombie, I'd want to be these guys, honestly. What a great life they live. Yeah, I don't know if it was you, Funkle, but somebody had said that about Hildebrand, that this was actually just like a way to shitpost, but it was also a way to test out new facial animations. Which is great, because the facial animations admittedly have been hit and miss. One of the funniest moments to me was, unfortunately, the Lalafell in the EX version of the Deepcroft. And when he sees the ghost after we clear the dungeon, and he's like, it just keeps going. Yeah, it was supposed to be like spooky for him, but I was laughing. Couldn't help for it, you know. It was such a bizarre phase. Look at them, they'll be friends. I swear to God, there's got to be a Spriggan park you can take your Spriggans to. They all walk around together and collect rocks and go ahead and just, like, show them off, like, look what I found. And they're all like, ah! Just like that. Chasing each other around. The one with the coolest rock is just playing King of the Hill by trying to keep it, and then someone else comes and tries to take it from him. You know, you could probably train them to do pretty fucking great football, like American football. I bet they'd be great at it, man. No pads needed. They're covered in fluff. They're just boing off each other and just fly off into the stands. Anyway. I need Spriggan sports. The Spriggan Olympics. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you. Not necessarily, not that it's ruined or anything, but not being told that this was a shitposting quest line. Yeah, that would have been a pretty interesting. Like, what the fuck is going on here? The slow revelation that things are not what they seem, but in a really funny way. There we go. Rian, you have a wind-up Garaha, which I bet is a surrogate for Yiz. It's always good to have your bottoms follow you around, and if you don't need a leash, it's even better. Then again, sometimes a leash is better. Yeah, I can just imagine this. Seeing the first time I saw the Dapper Zombies, I did have the "what the fuck is this" reaction. What the fuck are we looking at? I can't remember when I saw it. I don't know if it was on stream, but yeah, that was definitely my reaction at the time. Did you find the zombies? You did? Oh, that's wonderful. I've been busy. Oh, I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? So, you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sigoli Desert. There's a spot here marked in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sigoli. We're not that far from it, are we? No, it's all the way down here. Fuck that. I ain't flying down there. Couldn't make me do it. Yeah, the first time going through this, I think, would be hilarious because everything we've done so far has been so serious, so sincere, that a change in tone of this magnitude, I think, would be pretty jarring. And then to realize it's a comedy, it would be hilarious. We'll see. I don't know anything, right? So I imagine it's going to get fucking wild. I hope so. It's not here, surely. It's somewhere else. No, it's probably right down here, yeah. Or not. No, it's a little bit past it. Never mind. I don't know how to read fucking compass. Yeah, I've been over here too, several times. But these are just regular zombies. There's an Ashu. Alright, there we go. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we've come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. What will you call out? Yeah, a gentleman is rather than does. Who summons the gentle dead men? They live, and we... Oh, they live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Oh? Okay. Spare this fine gentleman and fair lady your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! No, it's an airship! No! It's the inspector! We hear and we obey. Excellent, yeah. So, did these animations not necessarily exist before now? His pose, the stuff like that, you know? I'm curious how much of this is just going to be animations we haven't seen yet, because I don't think I've seen that animation either. It is you. It's really you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord, you're a gentleman inspector. Ugh. Inspector Overlord. Inspector Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. What the fuck? Stay your hand, my lady. You know not what you do. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of that blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... Yeah, look at that. Death! What the fuck, that face? I think this is where... Don't forget to plant your Hildebrands, chat. This is where we have lost it. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. I wish it would do that here. We had thunder earlier today. Fucking dying for some rain. Yeah, I was wondering how his sword and shield would get moved from here. He took him. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and, What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? It's a tall boy. It's like a zombie support group. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. Yeah, so you've become a zombie. Step 1, acknowledgement. And who might this fine gentleman be? Could he perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, But what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness? Could it be a case? I like that we get a phoenix down for this. It's cute for zombies. No! Stop that. Fuck you, cat. I hate him. Look at him. He's staring at...
I love him.
He is every war trauma put into one awful fucking marshmallow body. The thing needs to be put out of its goddamn misery.
He's so cute.
Nothing. This dude's got so much PTSD, they had to, like, triple the number of letters just to make it fucking fit.
He has 8 children. It makes sense.
Be strong. Be strong, Paisa. Be strong for the children. Fuck's sake. Jesus, I've seen some shit. I know, every time I see him, it's like his weird little hands, his weird little fucking feet. There's a weird cat outside. Blink, motherfucker. It reminds me of that every time I see it. Fuck's sake.
Bitch.
Oh my god. I love the cactus. That's so cute. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat, and... the Sakoli Desert, I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. There's definitely crime going on there. That's where all the Lalofil are concentrated. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. Well, he goes, hello, everybody. Maybe perhaps this is the crime of which he was speaking. Oh, nice. What? Fucking cat. I love the cat. The fattest, chunkiest cat. Look at that. There's a skeleton somewhere inside that blob, but it ain't hatched yet. Yeah, Funko. I mean, if I were Hildebrand, I'd look at that. I'd look at that cat owl bear bug. And then I'd be like, well, crimes have definitely happened. Try to ask it what's going on, but it just goes... The fires, they never stop. Just shit like that every now and then, mumbling under his breath. Yeah. Something has happened to that poor thing. And it wasn't the 8 children. 8 children will fuck you up. Especially your finances, but 8 children will not do that to you. Okay. She keeps inflicting me with him, too. Fucking cat. Alright, where are we going? Steps of Nald. I don't feel like walking around Ul'dah. You know a dude with 12? I cannot imagine having more than 0 children. Like, that's my limit. Any more than that, and I just, man. I can't afford my damn self, let alone having a bebe. There we go. All with the same wife? Well, yeah. I would assume as much. It is an assumption, though, isn't it? It's easy for one man to have a lot of different children with a lot of different women. It is the magical property we have of no burden for childbearing. There we go. Yiz has dogs, cats, and fish. I want 2 golden retrievers so bad. Ah, so bad, dude. Ah, big stretch. Fuck, that feels nice. Whoa. There we go. That feels good. Chat, I'm done. I'm going to save Hildebrand for Monday. And then that way I don't want to burn all the MSQ stuff inside stuff that we have to do tonight. I'm sure I won't get through Hildebrand in one night, but we got it started. That's what I'm looking to do. We're back in Ul'dah, and we'll be picking up with Raid Night on Saturday. Sunday will be continuation of Raid Night. We've got to get turn 9 of the coils taken care of. I think we're going to beat it first round next time. If you want to play with us, you want to join in our attempt to beat Nailed Von Ligma, then absolutely be there with us. It'll be a good time. Rihanna has hinted at some strategy changes that I think are going to put us in a really good spot for it. I'm really excited about it. And then everything that follows it. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the coils as well behind it and everything else that we're going to get done before we start Heavensward. We're not touching this quest until we're done with all the side content that we want to do, which I think includes Hildebrand. So that's all going to be good. So, hey, thanks for keeping me company tonight, friends. Friend, very cute. There we go.
Ooh, ooh.
Yes, I'm glad you had fun, Siren. Come back and see us. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Fridays I have off. But Saturday we'll be back with Raid Night, where we will grind our dicks into cheese graters together live on Twitch. Until then, for YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. For those of you on Twitch, good